Here's our newest addition. This is our new rooster. He's a Rhode Island Red, and when he gets a little bit bigger, because he is tiny now, he's about 4 days old, he will have his harem with the barred rocks and the Rhode Island Red hens that we already have, and keep us in stock of fertile eggs that we can raise out for baby chicks to keep our stock up. Our breeders are having a good life in here. They seem much happier now. Took out the broken heater. 3 months old, quit working. 2 of them I've had to do that. And I just stuck a little 30 watt in there, and it actually seems to be keeping the temperature up, so the breeders are happy. It's our chicken tractor. It ain't pretty, but it works. The chicks are upstairs, the chicks are downstairs. They really seem to like it. We can't leave them in overnight yet because I haven't got the vent cover on. But they love being out here during the day. On the hydroponic system, the duckweed's doing well, and so is the lettuce. The parsley's not doing anything. This is our loquat tree. Took it out of the greenhouse today, and the flower plants that we planted on Groundhog Day. Also got these fittings siliconed for the Dutch bucket. I'll actually have that done today. The biggest changes have been in here in the aquaponics system. That filter that was on these blocks was in my way, so I took it out. We also took the top off so that the tomatoes can grow off the top because we were out of room for them to grow. These little seedlings in here are for the Dutch buckets. When I found out it leaked, I pulled them all out and put them in here until I could get that siliconed, and our beans are climbing like crazy. This one here thinks it's going to get away. Anyhow, moving this out, we'll be able to pull these blocks out of here. We put the filter on top of the tank and did this creative plumbing to return the water back the right direction. And everything seems to be great with it. The goldfish are happy down there in the sump. We thinned out the tomatoes a little bit. They were just taking over. So now we can see our oregano and our thyme again. Stuck a couple cucumbers and a couple of broccoli in there. See what they do, since we were about to lose the seedlings. They were getting too old. Our little makeshift hybrid system, they're growing. They're not dying. So I assume that they're going to do something. I just don't know what. And I'll be able to get over to the other side so I can move that pile of dirt out and get the other grow bed put in. Here is something we haven't showed you before. This is our blueberry patch. We basically ignore it, except when it has berries on it. As you can see, we've got lots and lots and lots and lots of flowers. We are going to have more blueberries this year than anybody knows what to do with. As you can see, it goes all the way back up in there, and it goes all the way back over here. This was started with 4 plants about 20 years ago, and I basically ignore them. I don't fertilize them. I don't water them. Every 5 or 6 years I go in and thin out the other trees that are growing up in there. But beyond that, we do nothing with these guys. The last 2 years they haven't made us any berries because we had freezes while they were in bloom. We're well past the freeze season now, and as you can see, we've got blooms, and every bloom will be a berry. So we're going to have lots and lots of blueberries this year. Our compost not doing a lot. Still trying to get everything established with it. Threw all these tomato cuttings in here when we thinned out the tomatoes. I've got so many cuttings off the tomatoes started that we just don't have room for any more tomato plants. And all of the hay and wood shavings you see in there, that's from raising out our chicks. So this will rot down over time, and it'll end up going into those 2 grow beds there. We tried doing a little shortcut thing with some cardboard and some leaves to see if we could get something formed in there, and nothing really happened. Our soil here is basically sand, so we can't grow anything in the soil except blueberries, of course. So this will be our raised bed gardens out here once we manage to get something established and get some soil in these beds. This is an old hot tub that we use to catch rainwater and also grow algae in. We do have pumps running on it, keep it circulating, keep the mosquitoes out of it. It's supposed to be up to that line there, just above those vents. As you can see, it's a little low right now. We haven't had much rain lately, and we're actually starting to run low on rainwater. And I may end up having to use well water to top off the hydroponic and aquaponic systems, which I don't want to do since the pH on it's so high.